everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another video, a very nice video. This is something that I got very inspired by a lot of other makeup artists. I've actually done this look on my Instagram makeup page a long time ago. I was like, you know what, spring's coming up, let me remake it, but just add a little bit more extraness, you guys know. I really hope that you guys enjoy this. Please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, share it with your friends, and keep watching. Mwah. To start off, we're going to moisturize our face and prime our face. The one that I really like that I got from my Ipsy bag is from Air Repair, and it's the Complexion Boosting Moisturizer. This thing right here refreshes my face so nice. And now another thing that I use is this moisturizer by e.l.f. is like an under eye lotion. It's this baby right here is the Illuminating Eye Cream. I seriously use this thing so much. I use this on all of my clients, especially for my brides and clients. You know, everybody that wants just a little boost of brightness underneath. Now I'm gonna be moving on to my foundation, my favorite foundation hands down right now. Thank you to my best friend who's also on YouTube who put me on. Seriously, this foundation is life and it's only $5, guys. Come on out. This is a WetnWild Photofocus foundation. I have two foundations that I make, so you guys probably can't even tell like the difference, the main difference. This one is 369C, which is cream beige, and this one is 368C, which is golden beige. So I usually just put this on my face first. This is a product that I'm gonna be using mostly. Do you guys see the difference? Basically putting the darker one on the areas that I would contour. No, just kidding, not really. I just put it on the outside, but I do want to mix those two because they are pretty good together. And now taking a beauty blender, a damp beauty blender, I'm going to start blending everything out, dabbing everything. So now that my eyebrows are done and fleeking and cleaned, and yeah, like I need a hair tie for my hair. I'm gonna take my TooFaced Sweet Peach palette and I'm gonna take Peaches and Cream, which is just this vanilla, very nice vanilla color, and put this all over my lid. I really like this palette. And now I'm going to be taking a very fluffy brush and I'm going to, I don't know if I want to do the same palette. I think I'm going to switch to the Modern Renaissance palette just because raw sienna and burnt orange together are such a pretty transition color. I recently bought burnt orange because I'm running out of it and I use it a lot on my brides. I mix raw sienna and burnt orange and I didn't find raw sienna and I'm really sad because I'm literally almost out of it. So I'm taking the brush already with the product and I'm gonna be starting on the outer part of my crease, on the outer part, if that makes sense. I'm just gonna put the product in first and then slowly start to blend everything out, focusing more on the outer part. I'm gonna keep on going because I really want that transition color in that crease to be burnt orange. So now that I have a really nice burnt orangey transition color, I'm going to move to Summer Yum, and this is from the TooFaced Sweet Peach palette. I'm gonna be using a more tapered blending brush. So I'm gonna dip that a little bit in there. I'm gonna keep the other blending brush in my other hand because I'm just gonna be dabbing this a little bit and then blending it with the other brush. So I'm gonna be focusing this on the outer part of the lid or the crease, and then just circular motions, just kind of blend it a little bit. Then moving on to the other brush, back to the one that we first used, I'm gonna start blending that. All right. right. Now that we have all that blended out very beautifully, I'm gonna be taking another brush and another shadow. Eyeshadow Trio and Filter. Oh, well, I guess the brown that I'm using is Sumatra. But I'm gonna be taking this one right here. I'm gonna be taking, it's a very nice brown. I'm just going to tap a little bit on the eyeshadow on the product. Tap the excess off and then just tapping it on the outer part. Just tapping it, no blending in or anything. Then going with the second blending brush, blending that in. Something that you do, God. You so fly, I'll fly away. Now that we achieved something like this, a very soft, smoky brown, I'm gonna go back to the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, and I'm gonna go back to the Peaches and Cream, so the first eyeshadow that we used to set our concealer. So I'm gonna mix White Peach and Peaches and Cream. I'm gonna start basically cutting out the crease. When it comes to this part right here, I'm like lightly like swifting the brush, I guess. And I'm just gonna tap it with my finger just so I can do like kind of like an ombre effect. Okay. I just got done doing this eye so you guys could kind of see what I'm aiming for. So we have the yellow on the lid and then a little bit of glitter on top. At first I was going to just do the glitter inner corners, but I do have the glitter, so I might as well just try something new. The last video that I did was already with the inner corners, so let's just do some different shit, you know? So I did change my mind. I did notice that the powder that I used on top to basically cut the crease is a little bit shimmery, and if I were to put the yellow powder on top, it won't look as good. I am just gonna go with a little bit of concealer. We already cut the crease, so it's gonna be a little bit easier to just go on top with the concealer. Now that we have that done, I'm gonna jump into the eyeshadow. For that, I'm gonna be using my Ingot, I always forget these names, Freedom System palette, and it's this palette that I made from Ingot, and I'm gonna be using this yellow. It looks very bright on camera, but it's really not that bright. So once we get to the outer part, I'm just going to like just tap it, and then I'm gonna go back to the brush that we used for the blending part, just so I can kind of mix these two shadows together and it can kind of give an ombre effect. I'm going to move into the glitter part, and I'm really excited to show you guys which glitter I'm using. I mean, it is kind of expensive. I was like, and I got 3 of them. I spent like damn near $70. I was so heartbroken, but they are so good. They work so good. Like, I can't say it enough. It's the Stila Magnificent Metals and Glitter, and this is in Gold Goddess. They are it's the exact same color that it shows there. They dry very fast. You can even do like a straight cut crease just using that, and I was able to achieve this little guy with it. The only thing that you will do or use is a smaller brush, so something like this, the Morphe M443, very small bristles, very small brush. And make sure that you're very patient with this. Basically gonna start on the first part, like on the inner part of my eye. Shop VioletVoss are by VioletVoss. These are in the style Vamptress. I'm gonna be using my favorite mascara right now, my L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black. So I'm just gonna wait for them to dry a little bit more before I start like putting my lashes with the fake ones together. For my concealer, you guys know I'm using the NYX HD Studio Photogenic Concealer in 04. I like it because it has a wide variety of shades. I mean, I use this on my clients as well, so I can go dark, I can go very light, and this does not disappoint at all. As always, I'm gonna be using my Ben Nye Luxury Loose Powder by Ben Nye. Oh my god, that wasn't hard at all. I'm basically just going to be kind of baking, kind of pushing the product in. While I'm waiting for that to kind of set and kind of bake a little bit, I'm gonna be going with my Benefit Hoola bronzer. You guys know that this is my baby. I just purchased another one because it's just bomb. I'm gonna be using my angled blush or bronzer contouring brush from Lisa Frank. Like, this is shit that I used to draw. Like, I used to draw Lisa Frank, and I used to be, you know, like all up in this. That's so dope that they came out with a makeup line, I mean brush line or whatever. This is probably my favorite contouring brush that I've used. I just got that in my Ipsy bag. So I'm just going to start on the outer part. And now I'm just gonna take another brush so I can just kind of tap in. I guess that's what I do. I don't really take it off, I just tap it in. I don't really use blushes, but for this look I feel like it's very appropriate because, you know, spring colors. The blush that I'm using is by Tarte, and it's the Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in Exposed, which is a very, very pretty blush because it's not too much. It's actually like a bronzing blush because it's pink, but it gives you that bronze pink, I guess. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm just gonna be putting this in the apples of my cheeks, just a tiny bit. Now for highlight, oh, I'm so excited. I'm using my Nicole Guerriero Glow Kit by Anastasia Beverly Hills. You guys, these glow kits are just so bomb. Like, one little swatch and you already are blinging and blinding everybody. I think I'm gonna go with Glow Getter just because it's a very gold. And now with a very small brush, I'm gonna be using that same one, and I'm gonna be adding this in the corners, inner corners of my eyes, and then also working on my nose area. And then also I'm gonna do a little tiny line. Now that that's done, I'm gonna move to my lower lash line, and I'm gonna be repeating the same process that I did on the upper lash. I'm just gonna take this, a very flat angled brush. Well, it's not really angled, it's just flat, like straight flat. So we're all done, and now I'm just gonna move on to the lips and then just put a little bit of mascara underneath. For my lips, I'm gonna be using my NYX Lip Liner in Natural. Okay, girl, snatch. So now that I'm done, I'm just gonna spray my face with my Mario Badescu spray with aloe vera, herbs, and rose water. So it's this very pinkish one. Oof. I love, 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 love this spray. Okay, guys, and we're all done. Ooh.